Welcome to our family.
Good morning. Good morning. I should not quit my day job. I'm just kidding. I don't have a day job. Welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. How tough are you? Man, week 83. It's a good thing we're not playing this on Blood Moon. Or Stygian? Stygian? Blood Moon? I'm not sure what the hardest difficulty is, to be honest. It's one of those two, for sure, but I couldn't actually tell you which one. Let's see what we got going on. I believe we're still leveling up some of our new recruits. And maybe we'll take another shot at the farmstead again today? Maybe.
The plume and the pistol. A fitting end to my folly, and a curse upon us all.
Right, right. I'm gonna get rid of these fits. Zen's got rabies. I'm gonna get rid of these rabies. Trying to make ready my legends for another potential trip. Lord Damon has the red plague. Get rid of that too. There we go. How many leeches does this take? All of the leeches. Glad you asked. Now then, let's see. We'll continue our level up endeavors. Spotted fever, gray rot. Got a lot of people who really like to be in the second position. Let's see here. With Avahur, Succulent. We haven't used Succulent in quite a while. Azria. And Sissy in the front. And Sissy in the front. Tenacity ring. That's fine. Those are ranged highwaymen, so... Those trinkets aren't very useful on him right now, obviously, but... we'll leave him there for the time being. And let's start off with a simple wheel just to warm up here. seems pretty good. Pretty good. So it's Mahjong Monday. Monday is when I go hang out with my friends and play Mahjong, which you might be vaguely familiar with. But if you've only been collecting pairs of tiles all your life, well, there's actually a different game that you can play that involves a rummy-esque type of gameplay.
Corruption has soaked the soil, sapping all good life from these groves. Let us burn out this evil.
Try to get melds in your hand and then score points based on how valuable those melds are. It's like grave digging pays off sometimes. Yep, that's what I do on Monday. Basically for the whole Monday.
Be gone, fiend. Another abomination, cleansed from our lands.
Straightforward.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Oh, right, he's got a mark. Actually, you know what? Dog treats. And, good morning to my pair of viewers. I'm going to Defender Succulent.
Confusion, nerves, and panic. Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Very nice.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Extra damage versus marked. I dig it. Subterranean skewer. Single target bombing run. Destroyed. Azria might be my new Mark champion. Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle. There, I subbed in for the narrator.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Looks like we're picking up all sorts of goodies. Hello. What a pleasant pack of... I don't know. Something that starts with the letter P. It's a Mad Lib. You fill in the blank.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Sometimes you just gotta slap a gargoyle with some bullets. Only one horror. Nice. Dang it. Stop howling at me.
The horror.
Oh great, Succulent has the worries.
How quickly the tide turns.
There we go.
Prodigious size alone
Just
does
unload
not
into him.
dissuade the sharpened blade. Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
It's a lot of stress, unfortunately, from all that howling. Howling is terrifying. Who's got the worries? Succulent? Yeah, Succulent. Got a whole lot of diseased people. It's okay though. Getting rid of disease is actually pretty cheap now, relatively speaking. It's not even 1,000 gold. Well, that's not good. Oh boy. Here come the spiders.
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Here comes the damage. Actually, this seems like a good idea right about now. Very good idea. Protect the Vestal.
Executed with impunity. Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Oh no, not 50 gold. And I'm just burning through these shovels. I mean, it is the wield. Not sure what I was expecting. And we're out of shovels. Well. Hope we don't need any more shovels for anything. Good time for a food check.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Bit-o trap.
Cruel machinations spring to life with a singular purpose.
And in we go. Wow, okay. Thanks for the scout check. I didn't know there was a fight in that last room. I did, by the way. I did. That was sarcasm. Pro tip, never crack open a grave without a shovel. In the game and in real life. I have dog treats? I do. Should have used them. There we go.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Ouch.
Grievous injury. Palpable fear.
Let's apply some debuffs, shall we? And here we need to use our anti-venom. And I'm going to apply some healing. Dog treats. Rain of Blight? It's blighting all over the place. It's a bolt of lightning. Okay, I'm done.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Let's see. We'll mark this guy. Then we'll shoot. Pow. And with light. Applies damage and accuracy buff. Okay. I was kind of hoping there would be a crit buff associated with that as well.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Marked myself to draw in those attacks.
Eradicated.
And whack. Right.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
I wanted to bay, but I kept forgetting to bay. Okay.
Driving out corruption is an endless battle, but one that must be fought.
It must be fought. Well, we got Sissy up to Master? Master. Antsy? That's got to get out of here.
The plume and the pistol. A fitting end to my folly, and a curse upon us all.
Succulent, you're too antsy for your own good. And then get rid of some of these diseases down here. The lower tier of things. And now I'm thinking... Actually, I don't want that trinket. That's a nice trinket, though. I'm thinking of taking out the Necromancer Lord. I'm going to need a particularly potent team to do so, however. question is, who do I bring for such a fight? Because I want some blight. If I want some blight, that means I'm going to want a tough frontliner. Like Nobleman Nick. Actually seems like a good choice. And then past that, we could bring Otleo. And either main control or Clapless. I think I'm going to bring main control and Otleo. A very interesting mix of a party. Of course, this means upgrades. Not for Dulver though. He's already there. Alright, this will be interesting. And hopefully effective. And then, are there any particular status elements that the Necromancer deals in? He deals in bleeds.
I brought my colleagues back with much of their intellect intact. A remarkable triumph for even the most experienced necromancer. Freed from the trappings of their humanity, they plied their terrible trade anew, the dead reviving the dead, on and on down the years. Forever. A devil walks these halls. Only the mad or the desperate go in search of him.
Alright, he's right over there.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
So, the Ancestor practiced some rudimentary necromancy, invited some necromancers over to discuss necromancy, killed them while they slept, revived them, and they could then practice their necromancy forever. Oh man.
Exposed to a killing blow.
Ouch. Well then. That was an exciting series of events.
Decimated.
Okay, we got one. Yeesh. That was annoying. For sure.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
There we go. Get that health bar back.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Just one to go.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Oh, we finally did it. We got the legendary 0-point heal bleed combo.
A decisive pummeling.
Decisive.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
That was a bit annoying. It looks like there's a lot of fights on the way. Actually, no. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 fights on the way to the boss. Plus that one, so 5 fights total. Surprise! Does he have an accuracy down? Accuracy. Nope, his accuracy is normal. He's just missing. Drat. They're getting very dodgy, it seems. Tempting. But no. Honk.
A death by inches.
Good.
The
Good.
slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Get out of here, unholy. That's what Nobleman Nick is here for. Fighting unholy dudes. Can't resist. Yeah, he's bleeding a whole lot. I'm actually gonna take a moment to apply some healing to him.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Not like a ton of healing, but some healing. Dodge and prot till camp. Very nice. Do I have a trap buster? I think the answer is no. Oh, it's Twilber. Okay. Ooh, the bone bearer. Got him. I'm just kidding, of course. Oh, only one of them came back. Interesting. Wow. Can't hit this guy with anything. Except for that, apparently. Don't want that corpse getting rallied. That would be bad. $21 damage worth of blights.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Get out of here. Hey, we got holy flippin' cows in the chat. But is it really holy flippin' cows in the chat? Everything I know is now suspect about holy flippin' cows.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Yeah, if we see another bone bearer, I will gladly go into them in more detail. I'm actually going to sneak my way down this hall really quick and loot these packs.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies. A handsome reward for a task well performed.
So our current objective is to kill the Necromancer Lord, which is the last Necromancer boss.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
I also had a quick run into the Weald to get some experience to our lower level members. Ooh, good time for a dodge. Good time for a big heal.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
So this is a party of Dwelbert, Nobleman Nick, Otleo, and Main Control. And we found a map early on, if you're wondering how the heck we can see all this. More hunger, that's fine. I was wondering when that was going to happen.
Watch your step.
I will do no such thing.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
I threw citrine on the ground! Grab a torch. Disarm a trap. Fight a fight.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Let's see, weakening curse. Yeah, let's soften that guy up. And how about some accuracy damage in the front here? Kaboom.
Annihilated.
Get him out of here.
Unnerved, unbalanced.
Slice and dice was expected. That crit, not so much. And then stress for everybody. Wait, I can hit this guy? Oh, Twilight Dreamer. Totally forgot about that. Nice, that guy's dead. That guy's not dead.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Shank. Shanked. That is unfortunately not yet a confirmed kill. Still not a confirmed kill. Dang. I had to take him out before I got a chance to attack again.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Okay. We need a good camp here.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
Is anybody diseased other than the Crimson Curse? No, nobody's diseased. Okay. Nope. Zealous Speech seems like a good idea. Snake Skin, Snake Eyes, and Fakir, I guess? Sure. Alright, I'm expecting snacks.
The match is struck.
We got the
A
snacks.
blazing star is born.
We got the worst snacks possible right outside the
Torment return
outside the
for an
boss.
encore performance.
Wham! Smite those snacks. I'm gonna buff up Nobleman Nick like he's never been buffed before. Ow. Adder's Fang. Ow! Yep, that's a blight. Almost. I'm actually going to use holy water here.
A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
Perhaps. Let's get rid of that corpse.
The blood quickens. Precision and power.
We're laying into these guys. I like it. Of course, he's gonna molt again. Got the debuff on him, so that's nice.
Impressive.
And with the curse, get rid of that prot. Fierce Fang on the nobleman. He's gonna take that blight. And then I should have him right here.
Their cursed champion falls.
And thus ends the nightmares. That's the last one. There's no more. Never have to fight another nightmare again. I stare at my severed hand, my bloodied arm. There will be no more leering crowds, no more coins thrown at my feet. I breathe a wordless thanks to my liberator as it slithers away into the shadows. At last I am free of my gilded cage. At last I finally understand. A thing cannot be truly beautiful until it is broken. Severed hand. Broken and beautiful. And a journal page. Toss these. Toss these. Take all that. And a torch. How delightful. Wow, I'm glad I kept that single vial of blood. Or that would have been grossly problematic. Okay, well, we are somewhat regrettably a bit low on health.
Towering, fierce, terrible. Nightmare-made material.
Let's see, emboldening vapors. We're gonna embolden Nobleman Nick, that's for sure. That's his shopping list. Yep. Eggs, bread, eggs, bread. It just says eggs and bread a lot, and occasionally it says milk.
Well struck.
Well, there goes a quarter of his hit points, just like that. I actually just realized that main control could have maintained that position. The Clawing dead. Some more vapors. And a heal. Can this guy be pulled? He can be, if I could ever land that attack. I'm not doing enough healing.
A singular strike.
This guy is half dead currently. Uh-oh. Who? I'm actually gonna serpent sway my way back to the front here. Oh yeah. 1 hit point.
A devastating blow.
That's okay. "27 points of blighting. Locked. Get that crap out of here. Yeah, dodge that one. You're dead. And you're stunned. 30 points of healing. Nice critical. So 2 damage, 2 damage. Dodge. Why not? 6 feet under. Wham. Got him. What are you gonna do, huh? Axe blade? That ain't nothing. You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing, shield wall. Never amount to anything. You're just like your father.
Masterfully executed.
Got him. Main control being a bro and healing some stress just before the fight ends. I'm just gonna kill this guy. Kill him, and I'm gonna blight his corpse.
Even reanimated bones can fall. Even the dead can die again.
That is how you do it. The Necromancer Lord is no more. And we got the Necromancer's collar. Some brand new legends here. No quirks though. Very unusual.
You answered the letter. Now, like me, you are a part of this place.
I'm actually not interested in recruiting a level 6 at this point. I feel like we got enough on our own. Okay, so we go to Nobleman Nick. And we give him the collar. He is now the destroyer of the unholy. Good work, me. Just realized both of our crusaders are naturals. That's amusing. Another shield breaker, but I don't feel like I need another one, truth be told. Those are fully upgraded. Survivalist has a ways to go.
With enough ale, maybe they can be inured against the horrors below. Gilded icons and dogmatic rituals. For some, a tonic against the bloodshed.
Improve these locations a little bit, seems like a good idea. Germaphobe. That's annoying, actually. I want to consider getting rid of that one. Right now, some stress relief. Navaher, Azria, main control. Actually, main control has the Crimson Curse, so you should go over here. Okay then. I have talked about building the granary for a while now, but once I actually got up to it, it seemed better to invest the bus elsewhere. I will possibly end up building it eventually. I actually, I'm not sure now. And I think to top everything off. Actually, no, I don't want to do a farmstead just yet. I could return to the courtyard. I did get messed up by that croc before. Do I think I'd have a better chance at it now? We got Zen, we got Katathi. I would need a really good healer, like Nebexus. Then... do I have anybody else with any manner of prot? Maybe just Tuxedo Bird. Perhaps Gank Spanked. I know he's not level 6, so that's a considerable risk. But he does have the ability to increase his prot. He's got the ability to increase his prot, and he's got the Holy Lance. And he's got a heal. Okay, we're going to try to kill the Crocodilian here. And if we do so, then we will keep on keeping on. Let's see, we need some anti-bleeds. Medicinal herbs are always good. A couple of torches on the off chance that we make it past this. Stack of blood. Bunch of holy waters. I'm going to spend a little bit of money in confidence that I might be able to get past this. And one laudanum. Only 5 blood. We have over 100 blood, so that, you know, that's pretty nice. Man. With some trepidation, I go to fight the Crocodilian once again, and hopefully don't get completely freaking obliterated by it. Because last time, we had 3 people at death's door, and we had to run away. Alright. Let's get some accuracy for this fight. And some resistances. Okay.
A hideous mutation. Unnatural and abhorrent.
Get that prot. Can't lunge at him. So I'll throw Poison Dart instead. try to slow him down if I can. And there's our prot up. 30 prot, 55 prot on the front line. That was a really good heal. That was a really good crit. Teeth rake. Didn't pull me in. Another one. That's annoying, but not inconsolable. That's what the bandages are for. I fully expect shenanigans here of the attempting to kill me variety. It's tough to hit when he's in the water. More critical heals. Apex. Ouch. And teeth break. I can't feel bad about that.
Precision and power.
Nice. Nice.
Powerful blow.
Nice.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Ow. No pull, no bleed, though. I'm surprised by his speed. Oh, +6 from a town effect. Cool. Lurking fear. He's backing up. We'll ignore that prot. And... ooh, chance to kill. Nope, minimum damage. Oh, come on, pull him. Ah, darn. That would have been awesome. Just send him straight to the front. Oh, I can kill this guy right now. Get out of here.
Give them no.
Well, that went a heck of a lot better than last time.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Well, that went rather nicely.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
And that was just a pile of junk. And of course the fight spawns behind us, because why not? Spiders! Ancient Webbers. Could have been worse. Could have been Ancient Wilbers.
decimated.
I don't know what that would entail, but I guarantee I wouldn't want to fight it.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
I did not mean to back up. Back up I did. Sweet relief. Well, let's see how much forward progress we can make here. Got him.
Destroyed. A momentary abatement.
Momentary abatement. Ouch. Hit me with a rib cracker. It's like an animal cracker, but much worse.
Well struck.
Get out of here. Just keep patching everybody up here. Actually, I think everybody's...
Death by inches.
Almost everybody's at full. Zen's off by 1. Rain in the forest. Ow!
For the slightest lapse
There's
in
a lot of stress.
concentration.
We're just trading crits here.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Okay. Let's see here. We're gonna eat this food. And I don't really have an interest in these trinkets, so we'll take this instead. And then, I'm gonna crack this open, toss this laudanum on the floor, take the key. Now, we have a similar situation here, where we can actually just circumvent the blue key door. By similar situation, I mean similar to the previous dungeon, where we were able to circumvent the first, actual scouts. We were able to circumvent the red door without using the red key, and then we could use the red key later. We have a similar situation here, not the same though. We have the blue key, and we can walk around the blue door. Now, the caveat is that there is no room to be unlocked later by holding onto this key, which is unfortunate because it can't be gotten rid of if we hang on to it. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is I'm going to circumvent the blue door, and then I'm going to go back to the blue door anyways and open it so that I can get rid of the blue key. There's no reason to hold on to it.
Annihilated.
Unfortunate, but true. King Spanked is on the receiving end of all the stress abilities. He goes straight to 99 there. And he's either going to be on the receiving end of a stressful attack, or, just as likely, we'll simply walk around until he takes a point of stress, at which point he will be virtue tested.
Obliterated.
Obliterated.
Diminished.
inspiration, and improvement.
Nobody's been cursed yet, which I have to say is impressive.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Go for another stun here. Very good. And I'll chop up that corpse. No stress relief for critting a corpse. Unless you crit both the corpse and you land a hit on something that is not a corpse. Doesn't matter if that other hit is a crit or not. But if you crit a corpse and you hit anything that's not a corpse, you will still get stress relief.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
And there we go.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
And of course our good chum here left at 99 stress. When will he be tested? How about now?
There can be no hope in this hell. No hope at all.
Well, unfortunately, that is almost definitely going to wind up cutting our journey short here. But wow. It's actually a really good pair of rings right there. Well, I quite like this. And the Eldritch Slayer's ring could prove itself very useful in the not-so-distant future, especially when going into the Darkest Dungeon. Basically everything in there is Eldritch. And there we go, we'll be back down to this main line here in no time. Hopefully Gangspanked will not have had a massive heart attack by then. You know, it doesn't look great right now.
Mortality
Really doesn't look great.
in a single strike. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
A little bit of stress relief there.
Confidence surges as the enemy
A little
crumbles.
bit of stress relief there. And off by one. I've never seen a hopeless character reject heals before. I suppose it makes sense though.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Okay. Well, we're not going to need all this food. So I'll just take the 2 of 3. And I think that means I have both antiquarian trinkets now. Katathi is going to come out of this squeaky clean. Everybody else is going to be stressed, but Katathi is just like, yeah, whatever. Blood fountain. Minus 38 stress. Good. And we're getting some pretty good scouts down here too, so. You know, no objections, as they say.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Dang. Alright, one off. Terrible. Nope, and there's the curse. And there is also the curse. There's the stun.
Falters.
Got him exactly. Ouch. Bleed? Bleed. Uh-oh. More bleed? No more bleed. He's got 1 hit point left there. Let's see if I can't fix that. Got him. Moving on up.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Oh, stop skewering gang spanked. That's gonna call for bandage, for sure. I'm not sure if that's a bug or not, that somebody can refuse an item and then you can still use it on them.
Impressive.
See, got a crit, but I didn't hit anything that wasn't a corpse.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Let's take some money. And we're gonna make our way down to this room. Despite some hopelessness, we're doing okay. I guess I'll start hacking away at this flesh eater. Actually, yeah, gonna get some prot going here. Oh. Alrighty. This flesh eater has got to go.
Momentary abatement.
Tentacles. Oh, jeez. I think that attack got its damage buffed. Because I don't recall it hitting that hard before. Uh-oh.
And now the true test. Hold fast, or expire.
Let's get Katathi off of Death's Door here. Way off of Death's Door. Just chopping away here. Chop, chop, chop. Needling Execration. Apparently it's a stress bleed mark attack.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Not hit the desired target from here. I doubt I'll get a stun, but if I do, you know. Set my mind at ease.
The ground quakes. Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Did I keep my holy water? No? Okay. Yes, I did know that was going to happen. Okay, well, I think I'm going to fight my way back into that central room and then probably call it quits. These guys spawn behind us, but I'll take them out. Good time to prop myself. 175 stress. It's a lot of stress. 189 stress. That's a lot more stress. Wow, nice critical heal. Almost restored his entire health bar. These penalties honestly mean almost nothing to Katathi. And that's a heart attack. Oh, that's not a heart attack. Almost a heart attack. Oh, that's a heart attack.
A hand's breadth from becoming unwound.
Go straight to death's door when you get a heart attack. Aww. Katathi called Gangspanked his friend. That's so nice.
This expedition at least promises success.
Then we go back into this room, and this is where we will retreat, or regroup, as it were.
We fall so that we may learn to pick ourselves up once again.
Lycophobia, early riser, and Zen managed to make it all the way through that without getting cursed. Vaguely amusing.
Trouble yourself not with the cost of this crusade. Its noble end affords you broad tolerance in your choice of means.
is enlightened. Oh, right. We got our second trinket here. 2 of 3. Boom, set complete. Healing, blight, and debuff. Well, we don't have much in the way of debuffs because there's no way I'm taking flash powder. I dig it. I dig the set. And then, what else do we have? We have a shield breaker set. Honestly, I think I want to put the shield breaker set on, maybe not. Like, he is the blighter, but I think it might be Tuxedo Bird that gets it. Blight, debuff. Boom. Then Jared. Jared is going to get the extra health. I'll try to keep his dodge up. Cool. I'm not sure how I feel about this Jester. But I think, actually, another Blasphemous Vial. That's amusing. Sort by level. Paint by number. There we go. Wanted this for my highwayman. Glad I got it. Debuff resist and speed if Crimson Cursed. Vaylin's a natural. That might be useful for her later, though. Clafless is my anti-Eldritch character. Give Mig. And then Could do Fire Wings and Tuxedo Bird. This does seem like a bit of a risk. But yeah, we're gonna take a shot at the final siren fight. Key. We already have a key. 3 bandages. 3 herbs. All right, let's see what we can. Let's see what we can do.
Under the blood moon, I lured my wide-eyed prey to the pier's edge. Before she could properly appreciate her position, I clamped on a manacle, chaining her to the leering idol. A small push was sufficient to send both into the icy waters. And when at length the tide receded, jewels of the most magnificent grandeur lay scattered upon the shore. I always wondered what became of the unfortunate little waif.
Wow, what a layout. I've actually never seen paths connect like this before. I don't think they're actually connected. I think this one goes down and over like this, and this one just does the Tetris block maneuver. But yeah, wow. Siren's gonna be up here. Was that a severe quirk? Yes, it was. Very nice.
Another mariner, another misfortune.
So the story of the siren is that there was a young girl that would follow around the ancestor. Oh boy. And it was kind of annoying. And the ancestor was trying to make a deal with the things in the water here for money, basically. So they asked for a leering idol and the proverbial pound of flesh.
Precision and power.
And the ancestor agreed, lured the girl to a stone pier, cliffside even, and trapped her by clamping a manacle to her that was attached to the idol and pushing the idol and the girl into the sea. He got his money. The girl got turned into the siren.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
And if you're thinking, wow, the ancestor's kind of a jerk, that is the ongoing theme.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. impressive. This is how a life is taken.
That went
These
easier than
nightmarish
expected.
Creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Combat dead ahead. Squiffy Gast! Again, a champion-only enemy.
A powerful blow. A devastating blow.
Powerful blow, a devastating blow.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Oh nice, we killed the bloated thrall. Honestly, I was kind of hoping. I was hoping for that.
The horror.
No laudanum for me. No prod for you.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
I remember the first time that I learned that the Ancestor was actually a bad guy all along. I don't remember the exact moment, but I do remember being like, wait a minute. I think it was the second Necromancer fight. Where he's like, having learned all I could from my guests, I murdered them in their sleep. And I was like, wait. That's bad. That's a bad thing. There we go. Now we can do some healing.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Onward, onward. People are stressing out, they're bleeding.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood. As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
So, Holy Flippin' Cows asked a really good question, which is, was the Ancestor always a greedy jerk? Or did this place drive him to be that way? And I actually never thought of that before. Because the intro kind of gives you the... Actually, do I want to crack this open? That'd be a risk. I'm gonna hold on to the shovel. you know, during the intro cinematic, you get the impression that the ancestor was always looking for more, you know, he was looking for the secrets of the manor. But a lot of the events that take place don't have a timetable? Or they have a timetable of, like, during the excavation. So, you know, given what's going down, I suppose it's not actually, not entirely clear. I mean, I honestly never even thought to give him the benefit of the doubt, but you know, it is a possibility, and one that cannot be ignored. I'm just trying to think of some of the timetables, because I know that the Cove-related stuff seems to be occurring around the time of the excavation, and not when it's finished.
Her death by inches.
That was unnecessary, but I still dig it.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
Trying to think of when the other stuff happens.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
And honestly, at least one of the bosses, the hag, seems to be mostly the hag's fault. He was like, I was working with this woman, and she started experimenting on herself way too much, so I sent her to live in the Weald.
Strike.
Like, that's basically the hag's whole story.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
It's a lot of money. Great. $80, $60, $60, and $60. Let's go, bird. Of the tuxedo variety. Glad I'm being fortunate with these disarms. And then what's the other one?
Well struck.
Okay, so the brigands are the ancestors' fault directly. The hag, not so much. I feel like the hag is more forgivable. And the brigands definitely happen during the excavation, because they get hired to quell the unruly masses, quote, quote. The necromancer presumably happens probably near the start of the excavation. Although its time frame isn't entirely clear. And then there's the fulminating prophet, which also occurs during the excavation. because most of the prophet's ramblings is regarding the horror beneath the manor. Let's see, the cove, we've got the...
Exposed to
Or wait, the Warrens. Okay. The Warrens... Nice. The Warrens contain the Swine God, which is also definitely 100% the Ancestors' fault. Again, the timetable on that one isn't entirely clear. Because, yeah, the Necromancer and the Swine God have to do with him, like, practicing the dark arts, quote, the dark arts. They're never actually called that, but, you know, necromancy and summoning things. And he makes it clear during the Swine God intro that he has no qualms about feeding villagers to the thing to keep it sated. We have the Incolate Flesh, which its origin and composition is not entirely clear. I think he explains its purpose right at the beginning of like your first boss fight with it. Honestly, I can't quite remember one or the other. And then in here we have the Siren, which is a pact struck with mysterious creatures of the sea. And is definitely the Ancestors' fault. And then the other one is the Sunken Crew, which is also definitely the Ancestors' fault. And the Sunken Crew definitely occurs during the excavation. I think at some point during the excavation, he starts practicing all this stuff.
Horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
We're actually going to camp here.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
Companion's armor piercing. And physician heal thyself.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
So yeah, I would definitely say with no hesitation that the Ancestor is responsible directly for the majority of the boss fights. Scout? No scout.
The ground quakes.
Apparently the ancestor was well liked in his younger years by the townsfolk. Wow, I cannot hit this gatekeeper. That is not good for me. Yep. Could not land a hit on that guy.
The abyss returns.
That is
even
super
the
annoying.
boldest gaze.
Not quite there. Freaking bloodsuckers, man. They are the worst. Fire Wings goes to death's door. Oh.
Survival is a tenuous proposition in this sprawling tomb.
Wow, I hate bloodsuckers so much. Like, so freaking much.
A decisive pummeling. This expedition at least promises success.
Well,
We fall so that we may learn to pick ourselves up once again.
I hate bloodsuckers so much.
All the decadent horrors I have seen pale in comparison to that final, crowning thing. I could not look, nor could I look away.
Well, that was very disappointing. Wow. We lost 2 out of 3 of our flagellants. I mean, we have Billy Mays, but he's a mercenary. He doesn't really count. Last one standing is doomed. I guess she just has the best moveset. Well, unfortunately we're going to end this one on a bit of a downer. Another fatality. Running out of names. So, you know, if you would like me to name a character after you, just let me know in the comments. I'd be more than happy to oblige you. As you can see, we have a very high success rate, and our mortality rate is relatively low. We've only lost 11 people. Our mortality rate is slightly less than 33%, so I'd give you a 66% chance of survival. And until next time, we will see ya, nerds! See ya!